My name is Debbie MacInnis from the University of Southern California. I am delighted, if humbled, to deliver my 2021 AMA Fellows Address. As academics, one might argue that the quality of our ideas comes in some measure by the abstractness of our thinking. That is, the extent to which we can explain a lot using as few constructs as possible. In light of this issue, I want to share some work on strong brand relationships that I'm doing with my colleagues C.W. Park and Andreas Eisingerreich. A theory about strong brand relationships should be sufficiently broad to include a variety of entities for which the term brand applies, such as products and services in B2C and B2B markets, retail establishments, branded consumer experiences, profit and nonprofit organizations, people like celebrities and CEOs, places, and people held together by virtue of their association with a branded product or service. By strong brand relationships, I mean the extent to which consumers have developed an attachment to the brand. We define brand attachment as the strength of the bond connecting the brand to the self. Our prior work shows that the strength of this bond is a function of two formative indicators. Brand self-connection means how one's thoughts and feelings about the brand are connected with one's life and identity. Brand prominence means how top of mind these thoughts and feelings about the brand are. We find that these two formative indicators strongly predict pro-brand behaviors, such as brand loyalty and brand advocacy behaviors. Strong brand advocacy and loyalty behaviors in turn affect brand equity. Such behaviors make it less costly for firms to acquire and retain customers and to enhance the firm's revenue. Our current work focuses on three psychological drivers of brand attachment: trust, love, and respect. By trust, I mean the extent to which consumers believe that they can rely on the brand to fulfill its promises. Consumers want to trust a brand to work reliably and consistently. They want to trust that brands will do us no harm and that they will act honestly and not deceive us. By love, I mean the extent to which we find that the brand evokes strong positive feelings. Consumers might love a brand because it's appealing in some sensory way. They might love a brand for how it impacts them socially. For example, making them feel proud of being unique or being a member of a group they want to belong to. They might love a brand because using it is exciting and engaging, inducing experiences of flow. By respect, we mean the extent to which consumers hold the brand in high regard. They may do so because the brand consistently strives to be best in class. They may respect the brand because its employees treat customers with respect. Or they may respect the brand because it does what's morally right and good, even if doing so comes at a personal cost. For example, a brand might donate part of its profits to the needy, or it might speak out against bullies who intimidate or undermine the rights of others. Our research thus far has used cross-sectional designs, studying real-world brands. We find that these three drivers of brand relationships are relatively independent of one another. Our work also shows that each relationship factor contributes significantly and independently to brand attachment. We've also learned that the three drivers have an exponential impact on brand attachment, such that brand relationships characterized by strong trust, strong love, and strong respect induce the greatest brand attachment. These findings have some interesting implications. For example, as a field, we've come to think more deeply about the concept of a customer journey, from the point where consumers first hear about the brand through the process of acquisition, usage, and disposition. What we have not thought through deeply, though, is how each touch point provides marketers with an opportunity to buttress levels of trust, love, and respect. Thinking about trust, love, and respect as relationship drivers is also important because it resonates with and expands on a recent set of MSI priorities. We believe our work is relevant to the question of strategies to develop deep and lasting customer brand relationships, in part through trust. We would expand on these priorities to include brand love and respect, particularly as it pertains to ROI. Third, these concepts can provide important diagnostic information. By regularly monitoring brand attachment, trust, love, and respect, managers might gain insight into which relationship factor is producing a change in brand attachment, and hence where efforts might be subsequently directed. We might also consider what the challenges are to earning and maintaining strong levels of trust, love, and respect. The challenge with trust is that it's hard-won, easy to breach, and once broken, difficult to earn back. The challenge with love is keeping it fresh. The hedonic treadmill effect makes it clear that some emotionally evocative brand experiences can become commonplace over time. What this means is that marketers need to think about how to maintain the love before it wears out. The challenge with respect is determining if it must be baked into the brand's DNA. For example, we respect Patagonia because it is and always has been focused on environmental sustainability. Would we respect a brand as much if it had been around for a while and only recently started to invoke environmentally sustainable practices? Lastly, these constructs raise a number of interesting research questions. For example, longitudinal data on the development of brand attachment can address issues of possible interdependencies between these three relationship drivers. Is love primal, paving the way for trust? Does trust, once earned, pave the way for respect? Does brand love create a state of motivated reasoning so that consumers come to trust the brand more than others who do not love the brand? Will brand respect, once earned, enhance consumers' willingness to excuse lapses in trust? Of course, there are a number of additional important issues and implications, though I lack the time to discuss them. I want to conclude by reiterating how honored I am to have been named an AMA Fellow. Of course, this would not have been possible without the support of my wonderful colleagues from the universities of Pittsburgh and Arizona and USC, as well as to the many smart and excellent collaborators I have had over the years. Thank you.